Hello everybody, Patrick here with Patrick Glenn Nichols Muscle Car Barn Finds, and I'd like to introduce you today to another very special 1970 Chevelle LS6 that is surfaced out here in Reno, Nevada. I was able to make a purchase on this car today. We'll be going back to Tennessee with me. A very special paint as well. Special car and special paint. Hugger Monaco Orange, and also it appears to be the earliest to surface of known LS6s from the Van Nuys assembly plant. So it's special in a couple ways. It's very early, and it's also the only Hugger Monaco Orange that I have seen in the registered so far from the Van Nuys assembly plant, which is designated on the cow tag of this car. So I'll do a total walk around video of the car, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy. SS454, the original paint is gone. Of course, it's been painted. This is somewhat of a copper orange, so to speak, car. It's not really close to the original Hugger, but the stripes are too wide, so forth and so on. The car does have cowl induction, and it was also a 410 car. The chrome under the headlights, or the molding under the headlights, is also present for this car. This car was built the 3rd week of December 1969. And you can see the stripes are far too wide, which are not correct, and the paint is a little too much of a copper, and of course it's a metal flake, and the original Hugger Monaco Orange was not a metal flake type of paint. I will address some features in under the hood now. The car does appear to have the original list number 4492 carb with the correct date. I think it's October dated. If we can focus on that right there. Okay, 9 for 69, 0 for October, 1 for first week, and 4492 is correct. It has the correct heavy-duty radiator support, which is correct for the 410 positive traction, which is still in this car. The CRW rear axle is present, and the U46, the turn signal monitors, which is very rare. Only about 5,000 cars were assembled with that in 1970. Pretty cool option there. That's an incorrect washer bottle replacement, a GM replacement. The car does appear to have power steering from the factory, but that is not the correct power steering that is on the car. The original BB master cylinder and brake booster seem to be present, with the check valve is original as well. This car was drag raced. It had quite a few of day 2 add-on mods to the car, which are present. But all in all, this is a very, very nice car. The biggest thing about this car, being out west its entire life, this is one of the nicest body, as far as rust qualities, I have ever seen. This car is virtually rust-free. And I mean that. Trunk, floor pans, the fenders, doors, everything. Hood, everything. Solid, I mean fresh, beautiful metal. Now let's go over the special cow tag on this car, which we normally do, but this is a special one, so we'll designate the special paint. Okay, we got 70 for 70, 1970, 13637, 2-door hardtop. BL is a designation for the Van Nuys assembly plant, and 21641 will be the body number, 756 for black bucket seat interior. 926, now this is the part where Van Nuys, they put the actual special paint DuPont mixing formula code on the cow tag, whereas like an Atlanta car would just have dashes on the paint where it went through the special paint procedure. Not at Van Nuys, they put the actual mixing formula. The 926 designates a non-metallic, which Hugger Orange was not, or Monaco. And then the 99616 indicates the Monaco Hugger Orange, which is GM code 72 as well. Okay, and we got 12C, which is the 3rd week of December 1969, and these other figures are data figures for the Van Nuys assembly plant, which are not really significant to us. But again, this is the earliest LS6 that I have seen as far as the registered cars in the LS6 registry. This would be the earliest one to surface to date of the known cars. We've been over this before, but we'll talk about it again. You can see the single gas line, which has to be present on a special high performance car, generally built before March or April of 70. This car being December of 69, it definitely has to have a single gas line, which accepts the 727 short style fuel pump, and that's the way this car was born. Now we'll go around the side. I'll try to show you just how solid this car is. The inner fenders have been changed. They were plastic originally. I mean, the fenders, the doors, everything. You see the remote control mirror, that is an option. That's really cool. And you can see it spent most of its life in Colorado before coming here to Reno, Nevada, since about 92. And of course it was named and painted part of the Day 2 theme back in the day, Sunkist, which of course will go along with the Hugger Orange, Monaco Orange paint. Now let's address the interior. Car is only showing 15,000 miles, and I don't see anything on the car that proves this to be 115. The entire interior is original. The front seats, the back seats, the carpet's still here. It has deluxe seat belts, U14 tacking gauges, which I'll show you the high red line tachometer right there. And we're showing 15,381. And of course, like most cars during the 80s, they got special radio equipment, and this car got some of that stuff as well. Not a big deal. But again, the seat covers are original, and then it's showing the RPO NK1 special cushion rim steering wheel, which is very rare. But I'm not unable to prove that it was equipped with that car, this steering wheel originally at this point. May have been changed, not sure. Now let's go around to the back. Got Super Sport wheels. And just again on the body, the window channels, the quarter panels, all of these places where they're normally rusted just a little bit, this car is beautiful. Very few dents and dings. This car, the body alone on this car is something to really talk about. Doing my best to try to show you the quality of it. Now I know it's been painted before, but I've been in under the car and all around it, and I can tell you it's virtually rust free. Now let's look in the trunk area now, where a lot of the parts of the car are in the trunk area. It looks like somebody at some point changed the bumper, or they decided to screw down the bumper pad. And the stripes come all the way off the back, which is incorrect. But we know the car's been painted, so. But that was typical of back in the day of what guys did. They painted them and they put the stripes as wide as they wanted them. And it was their car, so we're really worried about correct. You can see the original Hugger Monaco Orange in the jambs and under the deck lid. And in here. Beautiful. Got the inspection marks still on the weather stripping, the trunk weather stripping, and a lot of correct LS6 parts are in the trunk to the car. That fan doesn't seem to be correct, and those manifolds I don't believe are as well. They are not drilled for smog. This car did have smog, being a special high performance 70 Chevelle. And the trunk area on this car, like I was telling you, is mint as far as rust is concerned. Zero. And you can see the Van Nuys specific spatter paint, which is really more like hairy, like where there's some of the others are more dots. This is really a messy, it was sprayed out in parts that laid down in, you know, and sometimes as long as an inch long. But anyways, the trunk area is beautiful as far as rust is concerned. Now we'll go all the way around the car again. And it was very suiting to be nicknamed Sunkist, being a orange Chevelle. Black inside, bucket seats, center console, tacking gauges, U46 signal monitors on the fenders, which is very rare. Like I said, a little over 5,000 of those total were sold on the 1970 models. Really cool car out here in Reno, Nevada. Parked since about the early 90s. Originally sold in Colorado. Hugger Monaco Orange special paint, Van Nuys, California, 70 Chevelle, LS6. Very special car to surface, and I'm proud to bring it to you today. I'm also very proud as well to be able to have made a purchase on this car. I'm Patrick Glenn Nichols, Muscle Car Barn Finds. You can, if you need assistance authenticating your 1970 Chevelle, feel free to reach out to me at pnichols26 at Yahoo, or Patrick Glenn Nichols, Muscle Car Barn Finds on Facebook as well, and YouTube. Again, pnichols26 at Yahoo is my email, and Patrick Glenn Nichols, Muscle Car Barn Finds on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks a lot for watching the video of this very special paint LS6 automatic Hugger Orange. Thanks again. More videos on the way.